Hey everyone, welcome back to MNMM PTE NAATI YouTube channel. This is Manmohit. Today's video is, I would say, an extremely important and a special one, and that's because of the recent changes that have come into the PTE exam. First, we were just speculating that the changes will come, but now it's all real, it's all live, everything has been done. So in today's video, I am going to share the experience of my students who have actually given the exam in the new format, the 2-hour exam. Things that they did in the exam, things that they didn't, things that they avoided, things that they could have done well. Few tips at the end of the video will also be shared. First and foremost is the changes that have actually come in the exam. As we all know that the duration of the exam is, instead of 3 hours, it's 2 hours now. Now, even if the duration is 2 hours, it doesn't really mean that it will take you 2 hours from now on. People have actually finished the exam a lot earlier than that. One of our student, Orfa, she recently got 8 each with the new exam format, not the old one, with this 2-hour exam. She was able to finish her exam within 1.5 hours. Some people have even finished a bit earlier, and some, on an average, I would say they have taken about 1 hour 45 minutes on an average. Another major change was that there was no break in the listening part. That means the moment that exam started, from start until end, there was no breaks as such. All the exam was happening in one go. So that's another major change, I would say. Now, another thing was, now that wasn't common across all of my students, but few of them, they did struggle in the reading time management. I'll share at the end of the video what can be done to avoid that. But reading time management is a bit trickier based on the number of questions and also the time reduction in the reading part. And last but not the least is your enabling skills. Now enabling skills are still there, but they have changed the name of that to skills profile. Now they do not give you an exact number out of 90, but they give you a progress bar, as in out of 90 it's still. But then it's a proper detailed explanation and feedback from Pearson instead of just giving you scores for that. Now, few things that are still the same and that will answer some of your questions that are out there. First thing first, templates. Do they still work? The answer is absolutely yes. They haven't made any sort of changes in the way the Pearson scores their exam. So whatever templates you're using, if they were working previously, they will be working now as well. If you want to use our templates, whatever topics they are, if you watch our videos, the link for all the templates would be in the description. For example, if you just scroll few of our videos and if you go to summarize spoken text video, if you click on the description, you would be able to download that template for yourself. Another thing that is still the same is the strategies. They haven't changed or updated any strategies at all. So whatever strategies we have told and taught in our first few videos for the latest method of all the topics, all those strategies are still valid. Nothing has been changed. Every single thing is still working as of now. And then another thing is, are questions getting repeated or all the questions are pretty new? The answer is absolutely yes. Pearson hasn't changed anything like that. They are still repeating the questions. For example, one of my students got every single read aloud repeated, whereas there's another student of mine who got all the fill in the blanks, reading plus writing repeated. And there was one of my students who got 3 out of 4 write from dictations repeated. So nothing has been changed in that criteria. Pearson is still making sure that questions do get repeated. So still follow the same website, same material, same resources that you're still using. Material can get repeated. Now, few tips at the end. I would say the things that, according to me, after experience from all of my students who have given the exam, these are the things that I would want my future students or people who are going to give their exam very soon. These are the things that you should be doing from now on. Like I said at the beginning of the video, the time management in reading is a bit difficult, I would say now, because of the questions almost similar, but then number of minutes have reduced. But if you still follow that same strategies that we taught in our previous videos, that multiple choice single answer and multiple choice multiple answer, these two topics are not important. Reorder paragraph is not that important. If you follow the time management well, you should be okay with your reading module. If you just focus on fill in the blanks, reading and reading plus writing, and just give some amount of time towards reorder paragraph, do watch those other videos as well. You should be all good in reading time management. You should not be struggling a lot if you follow the same rules. We'll be coming up with a lot more videos now very soon. Another video of mine would be explaining the skills profile in a lot more detail, as in how does skill profile work? How can you use that to understand where you lost marks, where you didn't. So I'll be coming up with a lot of videos in the near future very soon now. Another few videos that we have already planned and just about to shoot them are the reading time management and listening time management, updated one based on the new changes that have come. So do subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, so that whenever those videos are up, you straight away get notified. Another tip I would say is taking that break. Now, since there is no break in the listening part, if you feel that you want to go to restroom at the beginning, or if you want to have some snacks, or if you want to have some water, have whatever you want to have that in the beginning of the exam, because once that exam starts, there's no going back. You just can't pause the exam, you can't stop it, you can't just get up anywhere during the exam. Now once it started. So whatever you want to do, just plan and organize before the exam. Do not make the mistake that many people have already made by not taking a break and then regretting that they should have taken that break at the beginning of the exam. Another tip is do not panic. Very basic tip, but it counts a lot. Do not panic at all. Pearson has just taken this such a big word that changes have been made. There's no such change. The only change that they have made is their time management, I would say, or they have reduced the number of questions. Everything else still remains exactly the same. There's not much huge bulk like scoring and all that kind of changes. Everything is still the same. It's just that you have to have a positive and a normal mindset still, that the only thing that is different now is the exam would be finished a lot earlier as compared to previously. But other than that, nothing has changed. So do not panic, just relax, stay calm, and give the exam as you would normally do, the way you actually used to do in the past. And last but not the least is keep practicing the way you're practicing now. I'll give you a great example. Our student Alpha, she literally got one retail lecture in the exam, just one. Now, by looking at this, that doesn't mean that you should just stop practicing, or let's say reduce the amount of practice in retail lecture because you're hardly getting 1 or 2 questions. Just think about it. Instead of getting 3 to 4 questions, if now you end up getting only one retail lecture question, obviously the marking of that question would have been increased. 3 questions versus 1 question, they're not going to reduce the weightage. So the marking has been increased for that retail lecture. So if you now stop practicing, just think about it. Previously, you used to have 3 or 4 retail lectures. So you had a bit of chance. If you did not do well in one question, you're perfect in the other 2 questions. So it used to be all good. Now the scenario is completely different. You only get 1 or 2 shot. Let's say if you just end up getting one retail lecture, and if you mess up in that one, just think how much scores would be affected for your listening and your speaking part. But on the same way, if you end up perfecting that 1 or 2 retail lectures that you get, how much your scores would boost now. So think it of in this way, that number of questions have reduced, but the importance still remains exactly the same. So your job is to do not change anything that you used to do in your practice part. Still follow the same thing, still practice the way you used to do. Do not change anything at all, and I repeat, anything at all in your practice part. So that's it for this video. But like I said at the beginning, we have got so many videos planned in the future explaining about what skills profile are in a lot more detail, explaining and giving you the latest updated time management for reading and listening. Also, we have prepared and planned and everything is ready for the NAATI Gujarati now. We are launching it very soon, maybe next week. So stay tuned on this channel. We are going to just give a lot of videos, give a lot of resources value for NAATI Gujarati as well. So if any of your friends are going to give NAATI Gujarati soon, do share this video with them, do share this channel with them so that they can also benefit. And we still are doing those 30 minutes and 1 hour consultations one-on-one. If you want to book with us either for PTE or NAATI, do message us on Instagram or Facebook and we can get in touch with you over there. The links for all our social media profiles are in the description, so you can reach out to us using those links. And for NAATI Hindi or NAATI Punjabi and very soon NAATI Gujarati prediction file as well, again get in touch with us on Facebook or Instagram and we can take it further from there. So all the best. Do not panic, just stay calm, relax. It's still the same thing. We are there for you. If you have any sort of questions, do post them in the comment section below and we'll make sure we answer you guys as quickly as possible. With that, I'm done with this video. Stay safe. All the best if you have got your exams coming soon. I'll see you guys in the next video.